अच्युतं केशवं कृष्णदामोदरम् अच्युतं केशवं कृष्णदामोदरं रामनारायणं जानकीवल्लभं रामनारायणं जानकीवल्लभम्
अच्युतं केशवं कृष्णदामोदरं रामनारायणं जानकीवल्लभम्
कौन कहते हैं भगवान आते नहीं
कौन कहते हैं भगवान आते नहीं
तुम मीरा के जैसे बुलाते नहीं
अच्युतं केशवं कृष्णदामोदरं रामनारायणं जानकीवल्लभम्
कौन कहते हैं भगवान खाते नहीं
कौन कहते हैं भगवान खाते नहीं
बेर शबरी के जैसे खिलाते नहीं
अच्युतं केशवं कृष्णदामोदरं रामनारायणं जानकीवल्लभम्
कौन कहते हैं भगवान सोते नहीं
कौन कहते हैं भगवान सोते नहीं
माँ यशोदा के जैसे सुलाते नहीं
अच्युतं केशवं कृष्णदामोदरं रामनारायणं जानकीवल्लभम्
कौन कहते हैं भगवान नाचते नहीं
कौन कहते हैं भगवान नाचते नहीं
गोपियों की तरह तुम नचाते नहीं
अच्युतं केशवं कृष्णदामोदरं रामनारायणं जानकीवल्लभम्
नाम जपते चलो काम करते चलो
नाम जपते चलो काम करते चलो
हर समय कृष्ण का ध्यान करते चलो
अच्युतं केशवं कृष्णदामोदरं रामनारायणं जानकीवल्लभम्
याद आएगी उनको कभी ना कभी
याद आएगी उनको कभी ना कभी
कृष्ण दर्शन तो देंगे कभी ना कभी अच्युतं केशवं कृष्ण दामोदरं रामनारायणं जानकीवल्लभम् अच्युतं केशवं कृष्णदामोदरम् अच्युतं केशवं कृष्णदामोदरं रामनारायणं जानकीवल्लभं रामनारायणं जानकीवल्लभम्
अच्युतं केशवं कृष्णदामोदरं रामनारायणं जानकीवल्लभम्
कौन कहते हैं भगवान आते नहीं
कौन कहते हैं भगवान आते नहीं
तुम मीरा के जैसे बुलाते नहीं
अच्युतं केशवं कृष्णदामोदरं रामनारायणं जानकीवल्लभम्
कौन कहते हैं भगवान खाते नहीं
कौन कहते हैं भगवान खाते नहीं
बेर शबरी के जैसे खिलाते नहीं
अच्युतं केशवं कृष्णदामोदरं रामनारायणं जानकीवल्लभम्
कौन कहते हैं भगवान सोते नहीं
कौन कहते हैं भगवान सोते नहीं
माँ यशोदा के जैसे सुलाते नहीं
अच्युतं केशवं कृष्णदामोदरं रामनारायणं जानकीवल्लभम्
कौन कहते हैं भगवान नाचते नहीं
कौन कहते हैं भगवान नाचते नहीं
गोपियों की तरह तुम नचाते नहीं
अच्युतं केशवं कृष्णदामोदरं रामनारायणं जानकीवल्लभम्
नाम जपते चलो काम करते चलो
नाम जपते चलो काम करते चलो
हर समय कृष्ण का ध्यान करते चलो
अच्युतं केशवं कृष्णदामोदरं रामनारायणं जानकीवल्लभम्
याद आएगी उनको कभी ना कभी
याद आएगी उनको कभी ना कभी
कृष्ण दर्शन तो देंगे कभी ना कभी अच्युतं केशवं कृष्ण दामोदरं रामनारायणं जानकीवल्लभम् अच्युतं केशवं कृष्ण दामोदरम् अच्युतं केशवं कृष्ण दामोदरं रामनारायणं जानकीवल्लभं रामनारायणं जानकीवल्लभम्
अच्युतं केशवं कृष्णदामोदरं रामनारायणं जानकीवल्लभम्
कौन कहते हैं भगवान आते नहीं
कौन कहते हैं भगवान आते नहीं
तुम मीरा के जैसे बुलाते नहीं
अच्युतं
कहते हैं भगवान खाते नहीं,
कौन कहते हैं भगवान खाते नहीं,
बेर शबरी के जैसे खिलाते नहीं।
अच्युतं केशवं कृष्ण
केशवं कृष्णदामोदरम् अच्युतम्।
Yep.
माँ यशोदा के जैसे सुलाते नहीं,
अच्युतं केशवं कृष्ण दामोदरं रामनारायण
कौन कहते हैं भगवान नाचते नहीं,
कौन कहते हैं भगवान नाचते नहीं।
गोपियों की तरह तुम नचाते नहीं,
अच्युतं केशवं कृष्ण दामोदरं रामनारायणं जानकी वल्लभम्।
नाम जपते चलो काम करते चलो,
नाम जपते चलो काम करते चलो।
हर समय कृष्ण का ध्यान करते चलो।
अच्युतं केशवं कृष्ण दामोदरं रामनारायणं जानकी वल्लभम्।
याद आएगी उनको कभी ना कभी,
याद आएगी उनको कभी ना कभी।
कृष्ण दर्शन तो देंगे कभी ना कभी। अच्युतं केशवं कृष्ण दामोदरं रामनारायणं जानकी वल्लभम्। अच्युतं केशवं कृष्ण दामोदरम् अच्युतं
केशवं कृष्ण दामोदरं रामनारायणं जानकी वल्लभम्।
कौन कहते हैं भगवान आते नहीं,
कौन कहते हैं भगवान आते नहीं।
तुम मीरा के जैसे बुलाते नहीं,
अच्युतं केशवं कृष्ण दामोदरं रामनारायणं जानकी वल्लभम्।
कौन कहते हैं भगवान खाते नहीं,
कौन कहते हैं भगवान खाते नहीं।
बेर शबरी के जैसे खिलाते नहीं,
अच्युतं केशवं कृष्ण दामोदरं रामनारायणं जानकी वल्लभम्।
कौन कहते हैं भगवान सोते नहीं,
कौन कहते हैं भगवान सोते नहीं।
माँ यशोदा के जैसे सुलाते नहीं,
अच्युतं केशवं कृष्ण दामोदरं रामनारायणं जानकी वल्लभम्।
कौन कहते हैं भगवान नाचते नहीं,
कौन कहते हैं भगवान नाचते नहीं।
गोपियों की तरह तुम नचाते नहीं,
अच्युतं केशवं कृष्ण दामोदरं रामनारायणं जानकी वल्लभम्।
नाम जपते चलो काम करते चलो,
नाम जपते चलो काम करते चलो।
हर समय कृष्ण का ध्यान करते चलो।
अच्युतं केशवं कृष्ण दामोदरं रामनारायणं जानकी वल्लभम्।
याद आएगी उनको कभी ना कभी, अच्युतं केशवं कृष्णदामोदरं रामनारायणं जानकीवल्लभम्। अच्युतं केशवं कृष्णदामोदरम् अच्युतं केशवं कृष्णदामोदरं रामनारायणं जानकीवल्लभं रामनारायणं जानकीवल्लभम्।
अच्युतं केशवं कृष्णदामोदरं रामनारायणं जानकीवल्लभम्।
कौन कहते हैं भगवान आते नहीं,
कौन कहते हैं भगवान आते नहीं,
तुम मीरा के जैसे बुलाते नहीं।
अच्युतं केशवं कृष्णदामोदरं रामनारायणं जानकीवल्लभम्।
कौन कहते हैं भगवान खाते नहीं,
कौन कहते हैं भगवान खाते नहीं,
बेर शबरी के जैसे खिलाते नहीं।
अच्युतं केशवं कृष्णदामोदरं रामनारायणं जानकीवल्लभम्।
कौन कहते हैं भगवान सोते नहीं,
कौन कहते हैं भगवान सोते नहीं,
माँ यशोदा के जैसे सुलाते नहीं।
अच्युतं केशवं कृष्णदामोदरं रामनारायणं जानकीवल्लभम्।
कौन कहते हैं भगवान नाचते नहीं,
कौन कहते हैं भगवान नाचते नहीं,
गोपियों की तरह तुम नचाते नहीं।
अच्युतं केशवं कृष्णदामोदरं रामनारायणं जानकीवल्लभम्।
नाम जपते चलो काम करते चलो,
नाम जपते चलो काम करते चलो,
हर समय कृष्ण का ध्यान करते चलो।
अच्युतं केशवं कृष्णदामोदरं रामनारायणं जानकीवल्लभम्।
याद आएगी उनको कभी ना कभी,
याद आएगी उनको कभी ना कभी,
कृष्ण दर्शन तो देंगे कभी ना कभी। अच्युतं केशवं कृष्णदामोदरं रामनारायणं जानकीवल्लभम्। अच्युतं केशवं कृष्णदामोदरम् अच्युतं केशवं कृष्णदामोदरं रामनारायणं जानकीवल्लभं रामनारायणं जानकीवल्लभम्।
अच्युतं केशवं कृष्णदामोदरं रामनारायणं जानकीवल्लभम्।
कौन कहते हैं कौन कहते हैं भगवान खाते नहीं,
कौन कहते हैं भगवान खाते नहीं,
बेर शबरी के जैसे खिलाते नहीं।
अच्युतं केशवं कृष्ण दामोदरं रामनारायणं जानकी वल्लभम्।
कौन कहते हैं भगवान सोते नहीं,
कौन कहते हैं भगवान सोते नहीं,
माँ यशोदा के जैसे सुलाते नहीं।
अच्युतं केशवं कृष्ण दामोदरं रामनारायणं जानकी वल्लभम्।
कौन कहते हैं भगवान नाचते नहीं,
कौन कहते हैं भगवान नाचते नहीं,
गोपियों की तरह तुम नचाते नहीं।
अच्युतं केशवं कृष्ण दामोदरं रामनारायणं जानकी वल्लभम्।
नाम जपते चलो काम करते चलो,
नाम जपते चलो काम करते चलो,
हर समय कृष्ण का ध्यान करते चलो।
अच्युतं केशवं कृष्ण दामोदरं रामनारायणं जानकी वल्लभम्।
याद आएगी उनको कभी ना कभी,
याद आएगी उनको कभी ना कभी,
कृष्ण दर्शन तो देंगे कभी ना कभी। अच्युतं केशवं कृष्ण दामोदरं रामनारायणं जानकी वल्लभम्। अच्युतं केशवं कृष्ण दामोदरम्, अच्युतं केशवं कृष्ण दामोदरं रामनारायणं जानकी वल्लभम्, रामनारायणं जानकी वल्लभम्।
अच्युतं केशवं कृष्ण दामोदरं रामनारायणं जानकी वल्लभम्।
कौन कहते हैं भगवान आते नहीं,
कौन कहते हैं भगवान आते नहीं,
तुम मीरा के जैसे बुलाते नहीं।
अच्युतं केशवं कृष्ण दामोदरं रामनारायणं जानकी वल्लभम्।
कौन कहते हैं भगवान खाते नहीं,
कौन कहते हैं भगवान खाते नहीं,
बेर शबरी के जैसे खिलाते नहीं।
अच्युतं केशवं कृष्ण दामोदरं रामनारायणं जानकी वल्लभम्।
कौन कहते हैं भगवान सोते नहीं,
कौन कहते हैं भगवान सोते नहीं,
माँ यशोदा के जैसे सुलाते नहीं।
अच्युतं केशवं कृष्ण दामोदरं रामनारायणं
भगवान नाचते नहीं।
कौन कहते हैं भगवान नाचते नहीं।
गोपियों की तरह तुम नचाते नहीं।
अच्युतं केशवं कृष्ण दामोदरं रामनारायणं जानकी वल्लभम्।
नाम जपते चलो, काम करते चलो।
नाम जपते चलो, काम करते चलो।
हर समय कृष्ण का ध्यान करते चलो।
अच्युतं केशवं कृष्ण दामोदरं रामनारायणं जानकी वल्लभम्।
याद आएगी उनको कभी ना कभी।
याद आएगी उनको कभी ना कभी।
कृष्ण दर्शन तो देंगे कभी ना कभी। अच्युतं केशवं कृष्ण दामोदरं रामनारायणं जानकी वल्लभम्। अच्युतं केशवं कृष्ण दामोदरम्। अच्युतं केशवं कृष्ण दामोदरं रामनारायणं जानकी वल्लभम्।
खाते नहीं।
बेर शबरी के जैसे खिलाते नहीं।
अच्युतं केशवं कृष्ण दामोदरं रामनारायणं जानकी वल्लभम्।
कौन कहते हैं भगवान सोते नहीं।
कौन कहते हैं भगवान सोते नहीं।
माँ यशोदा के जैसे सुलाते नहीं।
अच्युतं केशवं कृष्ण दामोदरं रामनारायणं जानकी वल्लभम्।
कौन कहते हैं भगवान नाचते नहीं।
कौन कहते हैं भगवान नाचते नहीं।
नारायणं जानकीवल्लभं रामनारायणं जानकीवल्लभम्
अच्युतं केशवं कृष्णदामोदरं रामनारायणं जानकीवल्लभम्
कौन कहते हैं भगवान आते नहीं,
कौन कहते हैं भगवान आते नहीं,
तुम मीरा के जैसे बुलाते नहीं।
अच्युतं केशवं कृष्णदामोदरं रामनारायणं जानकीवल्लभम्
कौन कहते हैं भगवान खाते नहीं,
कौन कहते हैं भगवान खाते नहीं,
बेर शबरी के जैसे खिलाते नहीं।
अच्युतं केशवं कृष्णदामोदरं रामनारायणं जानकीवल्लभम्
कौन कहते हैं भगवान सोते नहीं,
कौन कहते हैं भगवान सोते नहीं,
माँ यशोदा के जैसे सुलाते।
What's that? One set seal. We could put it on paper, or you can put it here. You can put it in glass. Is that right? All right. Yeah. Okay. No. All right. You got everything right here. Okay. Yeah. You put everything else here. We just put it here. Okay, yeah. I forgot it. All right, so how many of them do you need? Yes, Sunil, you need? You alone come here, come. All right. Let's wash your hands. Oma Pavitra. Right hand touch water to your lips. Amrita Pastaranamasi Swaha again. Amrita Pidhanamasi Swaha again. Satyam Shastri Mahisi Sahitam Swaha. Wash hands. Apavitra. Right hand ring finger. All right. Flowers, yeah.
Good morning, everybody. Requesting that no photos, like videos, of the cooking. The request of
Bole Vrindavan Shri Krishna Chandra ki jai. Ladies and gentlemen, let me welcome you to this, what we call the Antyeshti Sanskar, for a death ceremony of the late Khushwattie, who is perhaps more popularly known as Baby, who departed the mortal coil at the age of 66. I saw the 2nd of September was her birthday. Is that right? No. Oh, she died that day? Yes. She died that day, 2nd of September. All right. So we are about to begin with our ceremony, and I would like you all to please stand. Now, we begin with opening prayer, and it's quite obvious that we may have people of different religious persuasions here, but there's only one God. We can't have more than one God. So I want you to concentrate upon the divine as you know him to be, and let's seek the blessings as we begin our final ceremony. Om Yang Brahma Varuninda Ruddha Marutah Srunavanti Dibhyaisya Vair Vedai Sanga Parkamu Upanishadar Gayamti Yang Samaga Dhyana Vaschatargate Namansa Pashyanti Yang Yogino Yasyantagna Vidhu Sura Surgana Devai Tasmai Noha Om Tadeva Lagnang Surinang Tadeva Tara Balam Chandra Balam Tadeva Vidya Balam Deva Balam Tadeva Lakshmi Pate Tenghudang Smarami Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Bole Vrindavan Sri Krishna Chandra ki. Kindly take your seats. Now, before I begin the actual ceremony, it's very essential for us to understand what we are going to do. Sunil, this is the first time we're doing something like this. Right. So, understanding is important. In Hinduism, we have so many rituals that people follow blindly. They don't understand what they're doing. There's fear, etc. I don't believe people should do things without the right understanding. So it is especially for your benefit and for the benefit of everybody else, Hindus included. Because what I'm going to say may not be commonly heard at all times. Now, many people refer to this as death ceremonies. We say Antyeshti karma. Now, because of circumstances, we have the body sealed in this casket, as it were. But what we are going to do basically the same. So we have to understand what we are going to do. So your function here, you're going to offer water, you're going to put chandan, you're going to put flowers, mala, arti. Simple. Now, if you follow in a puja, that's basically what we do. You offer water, you put chandan, you offer flowers, perfume, arti. So having said that, Hindus face criticism that we are worshipping the dead body. And I'm the first to say we are not worshipping the dead body. Then if the actions are the same, how can I say we are not worshipping the dead body? Why am I doing this here? In a puja, I do the same thing and I'm saying it's not the same. So I'll explain. Not all that meets the eye is fully understood. Now, the same actions are carried out. The mantras are different from a puja to what we are doing here. So let me look at what we are doing here. The body is made of 5 elements. Everybody, without exception. Whether you believe, whether you don't believe. The whole world is made of these 5 elements. And what are these elements? Ether, Akash. Vayu, air. Again, fire. Jal, water. And earth, Prithvi. Everybody, the entire creation is made of these 5 elements. We call them the Panchatattva. And from a Vedantic perspective, these 5 elements quintuplicated create the physical body, the physical world we have. They call that Panchikaran process. Now, when somebody has died, we're going to offer this body back into the flames. Now, you would have done puja already, Asho. I did puja for you. Okay. So, when you do the final havan, go back to your puja. The little bit that is left, we wrap it up in a leaf, we stand up, and we make a final offering to complete the puja. We call that Purna Ahuti. Clear? You might remember because a long time we didn't do puja. Right. So what we are saying here, life is supposed to be like a puja. Life. Many Hindus believe puja is only when you sit by the bedi. Puja has 2 syllables, pa and ja. Pap nashan janma vichhed. Any action that burns away sins and frees us from bondage is puja. Puja can be done ritualistically as we do it in Hinduism. Puja can be done vachik, singing the praises. Puja can be done mansik, in your mind. So everybody does puja. All religions do puja, but in different ways. Hinduism is very ritualistic. So unfortunately, many Hindus believe only when you sit by the Bedi to do puja, that is puja. No, no. Life is supposed to be a puja. Now, whether you make your life a puja or not depends on you. Eh? That depends on each individual, whether your life is a puja or not. But bear in mind what I am saying. Don't believe puja is only sitting by a Bedi and doing puja. Every day in your life, how you live, that life is supposed to be a puja. Your actions should be such to free from bondage, burn away sins. But of course, we know most people don't do that. Believe anyhow. That's a different topic. But what is evident, that everybody will lie so one day. The end has to come. Ekadin, hame bhi jana hai. Everybody has to die. Anybody lives forever? Nobody. And death is a respect of none. Old ones still here, young ones gone. So nobody knows when your time is going to come, you know. You may have an idea, but you don't know. But one thing we know is that this is how we lie here, one day to come. That is, if they could find our bodies in Trinidad. So we're lucky that we have the body. All right. So the body is here. Now this is like the final lump of clay, like when you do the Havan. The last little bit that is left. This is the last little bit that is left in baby's life. And we are going to perform Purna Ahuti to complete her life's puja by offering this into the flames. You follow me? Now, if we have to offer anything, we always purify things. So, you know, in puja, you wash the flowers, yeah? You wash the rice, you wash the mango leaf. Some people want to wash the sugar too. So much you want to wash everything. But the whole idea is that purity. So what we are doing to this body here now is to purify it, to offer it into the flames, to purify the elements in the body. So the water we offer is to purify the water element, the arti, fire element, the perfume, vayu, air element, the flowers, akash, ether element, the chandan, prithvi element, prithvi tattva. This is basically what you're doing here. It's not just worshipping the dead body. Satya hai. They say when you're talking, somebody sneezes the truth. And perhaps you could begin a virus too. So whichever way it is. All right. So this is what we are doing here. We are purifying this body to offer it back into the flames. Now, a simple question, Sunil. Can I do this for myself when I die? No. Your mother can't do it for herself. So that the son, you know, whoever wants to take the responsibility, you fulfill that obligation. To complete her life's puja. Now, if you follow what I am saying here, ladies and gentlemen, follow closely what I am saying. I am purifying this body to prepare to offer it back into the flames. We are accustomed saying that the son must do it. So, paradigm has shifted so much. People have some people have no sons. They have daughter alone. Can a daughter do it? If you follow the reason I'm giving here, anybody could do it. Who takes the responsibility? Anybody. It is the intent behind what you're doing here. But as it is, like a son, it is a blessing for you. It's a debt that you owe your mother to carry out these responsibilities. So it's a blessing to shoulder this responsibility. And you benefit more than she will benefit by doing what you're supposed to do. Sins are of two types, you know. Sins of omission, sins of commission. So if you go against scriptural prohibitions, you commit sin. If scripture says do certain things and you don't, sins of omission. So in this context, it is a responsibility you have. And should you not perform it, it is sins of omission. And I want everybody to pay attention to this. Because many people think once I do the right thing, I do the right thing, you know, or I don't do anything bad. I live in a good life. That is good. But if you do not do what you're supposed to do, what your responsibilities, what your duties, your obligations are, you are incurring sin, sins of omission. And what happens are many people, they incur this type of sin, sins of omission. And no matter what, sins accumulate. And when negative reactions hit us, then you hear all kind of question now, or all kind of answer you provide. You know what? Somebody do me something. Obia, never show something me yard. A set of stupidity when we should take responsibility because we have omitted to do so many things. As I have said, these small things in life like the wheel nuts in a car. You could have a V8 engine, whatever. If you don't tighten your wheel nuts, you're not going anywhere. Now many people live by guess because we, in a sort of, mental gratification. I ain't do nothing bad, okay. This is why I want to commend you. You do what you're supposed to do. And all the rituals you have to do afterwards, it is your responsibility to fulfill these things. It helps. You acquire sin, merits. Failure to do it, sin. Okay? Now the choice is yours. After all these years of the pundit, you see what I get right now? Eh?
Yes, sir.
55 years of the pundit. All right, I'm now 72, going 73. I'm fed up talking about these things over and over, and people go the old merry way. I can't take medicine for anybody's sickness. I can prescribe the medicine. Choice is yours. And in recent times, I've been telling everybody over and over ad nauseum, you are on your own. Baby going alone. She going alone. You see, when things good, and many young people should understand this, like flies come around honey, all kind of partner and thing. When trouble take you, see where they? You face it by yourself. Always remember that. You're on your own. You're on your own. Choices you make dictate what happened to you in your life. This is the right choice you're making here. Okay? So this is what you're going to do here right now. To purify this body, to offer it back into the flames. So in other words, it's a puja you're doing. You notice I give you asman. I put chandan for you. I give you pendi. When you go to do puja, you do those things. Now many people may not see this. How that be puja? It is puja. It is puja. You're going to do a havan by the cremation site. That is puja. Right? So having said that, one or two questions arise. I am sure that some may ask, how come only you alone doing it? Some say you have to have 5 people to do it. All I hear that, right? So what happened?
It was supposed to be 5 or 6.
How are you getting 6? To carry the box? All right. So what they say, 5 people. So I always ask this question, if a man has 8 sons, you can knock out 3 of them and say 5 must do it? You have to have at least 1. You don't have to have 5. You can have 2, you can have 3, you can have 10. But this obsession, these are the things I'm trying to address in Hinduism. But sometimes we get a fight back from many pundits otherwise. You have to have 5. Religion through fear. You don't have to have 5. You have to have 1 main person. You can have 2, 3, 4, 5, any amount you want. Right? But the main person, you are the one doing it. When Indira Gandhi died, you know who is Indira Gandhi? No. You're too young for that, old boy. She was the ex-Prime Minister of India. When she died, she had 1 son. Rajiv Gandhi, he did it. Rajiv died, he had 1 son, Rahul, he did it. Not to use as, but just quoting the example. Only in Trinidad, you have to have 5. How much? And only fear. You follow what I'm saying? Now, if you're frightened, you can get a partner to help you. But what is there to fear? You're doing a duty. All right?
I hear about the 5 things, I'm not sure.
Right, so your guru telling you, you don't have to have 5. Okay? Now, if you're frightened, you want partner, well, we could take a few more. But don't worry, I hear. All right? Okay, so 1 person, just to clarify any doubts. Now, I made the point about, I give you asman, I put chandan for you, give you painti, we're going to do puja. Have you heard? I'm sure many people have heard that when somebody dies, they have something called Shutti. You ever hear that word? I'm sure the older people have heard that Shutti. They said the place Shutti. So I always ask, what is Shutti? Or ever ask, what is Shutti? I've asked many times, you say, Shutti. What is Shutti? Shutti, no? They know what is Shutti. Shutti means impurities. All right? Now, if you impure, why am I making you do puja? You understand? So what is Shutti here? Now, ladies and gentlemen, especially Hindus, we have to understand that everything we do would have its genesis way back in the past in India. In India, social conditioning, economic, cultural, traditions, all those things impact upon what we do. One very important factor would be, way back in the past, everybody should live in the same house. Yeah? Parents, brother, sister, everybody live in the same house, extended family. And a lot of the practices that are derived from then because of that social factor. So let me explain this one first. Somebody die home, way back in the past. So way back in the past, you don't have Boodoos, modern technology. People die home, you have to go and get an ice box, somebody to come and put them in the ice box. You would know that. You haven't born yet. Right. So what happens is that when there is a death, there is decomposition. Right? When there is decomposition, germs are created. So you notice a long time when they had a funeral, they make it, they don't only curtain something. The bed the person died, and they say, make it burn it, throw it away, burn it. You would know all that again, I think, but all things to happen. Right? Why? Nobody knows. They say Shutti her. Shutti her is germs that have been created because of decomposition of the dead body. You follow me? That is impurity. So this is why they take down the curtains and so on. So you wash back everything, clean all the place and put it back. The right point in time. Follow me? So Shutti her is nothing but spirit and thing. So if I ask a question, say, baby died in Trinidad, Tej live in Florida. Tej, you Shutti her? Your house Shutti her? Them germs fly far, boy. But you see, this kind of mindset people have, blind following and fear, you jump to a kind of conclusion. Now, this is not a fly-by-night pundit saying all this. I want all to understand that. I've been around a long time, and I'm kind of fed up with this stupidity that's taking place over and over. This is why, anywhere I go, I make this point clear. Ask Dolly. She might be fed up hearing me saying it. All right. So what I'm saying is that all that Shutti her thing. So I ask a question. Somebody died in hospital. From hospital, they may go Boodoos, wherever. From Boodoos, they go straight to the cremation site. Where is Shutti her is in the house? Where is germs coming from? Question. All answer. Then they say shaving. They say remove Shutti her. So shaving, they say 10 days. After cremation, 10 days. You get the Mahapatra. You have to buy a cut frame or a sponge. You have to buy size 9 Nike shoes. You have to buy umbrella. You have to buy one fella tell him you have to buy 2 cell phones. Be mobile and Digicel. So you have to call up the dead spirit. Now all these things you have to buy, you go by the river, you do whatever, and he removes Shutti her. What is Shutti her? What did I just say? Shutti her is germs in your house. Here, come in here. If you want to remove Shutti her, I want to come and scrub my house, boy. Those things and collect shoes and all them kind of thing and what? Exploitation. Because people are frightened. Fear. I want you to understand these practical points I'm putting to you, Now, I ain't saying don't do it, I have my own views about those things, but I want you to understand. No blind following. This is why, then afterwards, we clean out the house and so on. For germs. Shaving. So shaving. 10 days shaving. Right. You have to go by river to shave. Trinidad, we had lockdown. 2 years and something lockdown. You can't go anywhere. You can't go by the river. Where are you shaving?
In your backyard or something?
Shaving home.
A barn or something?
Before all that, my father used to tell people, shave home. How you go shave home? Spirit. Fear. Why river? In India, again, most people live in the bank of the river, boy. Right? So everything, river is a means of water. So everything they go there and shave on water and bathe and everything else right there. Trinidad, Canada. Stage, you go find a river where you live in. All right. So what will happen then? You see, this kind of mindset, people have to understand the reason for doing things. The origin. What is the main principle that underlies it? Purification. Purification. It doesn't matter where. All right? So recently they say shave home, but come in some temple and do the rites. That's a contradiction. Okay? So what I'm saying, what the shaving is all about. COVID should teach us plenty. When somebody get COVID, they say quarantine for how long? 10 days, sometimes 3 weeks. Why this period of time? There is an incubation period for germs. Right. It depends on the kind of germs. So in this particular context, the sages were aware that there is an incubation period of 10 days. And they say, shave. Follow. So 10 days shaving come about like that. The purpose is to get rid of the germs, purify yourself. Now, why you shaving your head? Germs are attached to the hair. So people who have no hair, all lucky. Right? Attached to the hair. So that way you shave out your hair and so on. Right? If you ask me, I don't know why they don't shave their eyebrow too. Follow? Shaving. Now, I am saying that when somebody dies, we have something called shampoo, soap. You come home from funeral, the same day you bathe and everything else. Every day you're bathing with a shampoo and thing. What are you shaving your head for? Now, this is challenging the system, you know. I'm giving a reason for it and challenging the system. I ain't said don't shave your head now. I could remember a long time ago, a story called Dhakkan Diyar Das. Hey, you remember? Yes. Yeah. One man had a donkey and the donkey dead. And I said that people shave their head because he shaved head for the donkey. So all them donkeys shave their head. So he called them Dhakkan Diyar Das. Yeah. Not knowing the reason, following blindly. Blind following. Yeah. So there are many cases in Trinidad right now. You see the COVID, should have taught us plenty. Sometimes one family, in 2 weeks' time, 6 people died. How much shaving you going to do? Where are you going? How much bhandara are you going to do? How many days bhandara are you going to go for? You have to make adaptations to suit. This is what we're saying here. But you have to understand the reason for it. So I'm not saying don't shave your head. No, you're going to look good if you shave your head. Right? But what I'm saying is that that is the whole purpose of it. Purification. There's a reason behind it. It's nothing about spirit, nothing about them kind of thing. Nothing. And next thing, you hear they will tell you, Garuda Puran say that the soul reached somewhere after 3 days. And after 5 days, you reach somewhere else. And after 7, so you do all these things because the soul traveling. You can see the soul? Anybody could see the soul? Huh? How you know it's traveling? Where it is? One person said, the Pinda you offer. Lord Krishna does come back with his soul and eat the Pinda. Lord Krishna starving boy to go and eat Pinda? Foolishness. That's occupy people's mind. Right? So what I'm saying, some of these things, you'll be very, very careful about. I want to like to remove some of these things. I'm not saying don't do it if you want to do it. If you feel comfortable, do it. Tradition, you maintain it. But understand why you do it. Even if it's 10 days you do it, understand why you do it. I'm sure you might have later, when funeral finish, people come, they find water and throw it behind their back. Have you ever see that? Why throw water behind their back? Huh? Take you away the spirit? You're supposed to go home and bathe. Not throw water behind your back. You're supposed to go home and bathe. All of us who come to the funeral here, right? Germs all about. Supposed to go home and bathe. And you know, before we meet our families and so on. It's purification. That's the reason for it. Okay? So, all these things bear in mind. Long time, you would know again. I don't know if your father could remember when somebody died and they cremate them. The old people will know this. The funeral day, what they would do, they would take some powder or they get some ashes and put it in a corner by the door upstairs, wherever. Especially outside the door where the person still live. And cover it. And next morning, everybody get up and watching to see what footprint inside it. And whatever footprint they see, they say the person born back as that. So imagine a cockroach walking that in the night. Yeah? All these things to occupy people's mind, boy. They don't have any kind of real significance, any real meaning. You see? So a lot of these things, we have to be very careful about what we're doing. Right? They say when you go, you have to stop by a fork on the road and put a Pinda. I never do that in my life yet. And I do plenty funeral. I want to see in Canada, you stopping by a fork on the road and put in Pinda. They lock you up. They had to put some more Pinda for you too. You follow? These kind of situations, these practices, they help to occupy the mind. But what is the real significance? They have symbolic meaning, which we can't deal with right now. But all I'm saying is that let us understand what we are doing, the practicality of it, logicality of it, not fear, not spiriting. Right? Nobody will tell me my mother going to come back as a spirit boy. How you know? I will send you to find out. You know how I will send you? You have to go where she is. Okay. So all these things you have to understand. And Sunil, as a young man, what you will find happening, especially if you have plenty elders in the family, when somebody die, well, 101 different kind of thing they will give you. It have 101 different kind of pundit, not this one. This one say, no, you have to do that. No, you must do that. You must do that. They scare the daylights out of you.
No, I wasn't frightened. I just wasn't taking them on.
Good. Well, we need some more people like you. But you're taking me on, though? Yeah. All right. All right. So, exactly. So we have to know what we're doing. And I agree with you, 100%. We need to understand why we do what we're doing. Nothing by guess. Okay? So you understand what we're about here this morning. Right? You perform the final part for your mother. You purify this body, put it back in the flames. Her life journey has come to an end. This is about the most we can do for her at this point in time. And ladies and gentlemen, I want to say something, one more something. When somebody die, afterwards, they say shaving, the lady shaving, baby shaving. I want all to tell me, baby come back and shave. They say baby shaving, you know. Yeah. Baby supposed to come. Who shaving it is? You all who live in. Yeah. So the point I'm making to you that everything we do after today, basically, it is for yourselves. Correct. You could say you could do whatever for your mother. A person's karma take them where they go. They will see on your own. If a man have 10 sons, we say, and he live like a bhaksh, you know what a bhaksh is? Cricketer? West Indian cricketer what? Well, bad life. Okay? He live like, and all them fellas in them, they put Pinda for him all about. Pinda all about. They say Pinda can liberate the soul. You think that will liberate the man? What about his karma? Newton's third law, the law of cause and effect. As you plant, that is what you're going to reap. Each person. This is why I said you on your own. So when you do this, you on your own. That's to your benefit. Your mother has done what she had to do. Her karmas will take her where she goes. So all this shaving, the bhandara, all these rituals you do afterwards, it is our way of repaying a debt of gratitude that we have to the ancestors. Right? So we all owe 5 debts. 5 debts. Debt to God, debt to the rishis, the sages, debt to the ancestors, debt to society, and debt to the lower forms of creation. So when somebody dies, through the shaving, through the bhandara and so on, we repay these debts of gratitude. We repay these debts, because I owe these debts. Of course, she will get blessings where she is. But these things don't liberate the soul. You have to liberate yourself. There is only one way I can liberate my ancestors. One way. Anybody can liberate their ancestors. If you become a sincere, genuine devotee of God, you call Sharanagati, then automatically ancestors are liberated, generations too. But I'm a guru, I preach and all. I can't say I'm a genuine devotee of God. I'll get vexels, you know, sometime one thing. Right? A crowd of people sometime one thing. You know, you still have them little kind of thing, you know what I mean? Something happens, you will still say, oh God, why? That is not Sharanagati. Total blind belief on God. That's a very, very difficult thing. That is the only way I can liberate my ancestors. So in the absence of that, I need to do what I have to do. Clear? So this is what we are about. Many, many more things can be said. Right? But sponge. If you soak it too much water, it'll leak out. So let me say that is enough for now. Yeah? Who reading now, boy? Who reading? I could tell you all that. Who reading? I have done a book on that. Yeah. Yeah. But again, some people are afraid. And then if Haridev is saying so, and you have a pundit say, nah, you can't do it so. You have to do what he say. That's the problem. Yeah. Right? So we are trying to free people a little bit. And, you know, I had a lady, like a godfather, 80-something years old. She died. When they call me, Guruji, Mama died, I say, when is cremation? They say she cremated in Christian rites. I may not do Christian rites and thinking, but follow what I'm saying. She cremated in Christian rites. The daughter took her Florida, converted her. Lady come back sick, died, cremated in Christian rites. She had no choice. Now when the Hindu rites, when you cremate, all this you have to go through, shaving, bhandara, all kind of thing. This one 5-6 years ago, they cremated that lady. All the family, I'm their godfather. Never see them since then. You know why? Easy boy. Cremate the body, come back home, drink rum, play fool, skylark, nothing wrong. Somebody die in Hinduism, you have to fast, you have to pray, you have to make sacrifices. They don't do that. And this is why I keep saying, for the young Hindu people, we have to find a way that is easier. You're not cutting down anything, you know. You're not shortcutting anything, you know. You're doing everything, but in a shorter way, in a shorter time. Right? And you know why this crossed my mind, Sunil? I had one of my goddaughters, she died in South. She had a birth in Australia. She had one son only. Huh? The brother said, don't create Bhauji yet, come in from Australia. She take a week and something to come, the fella. So all eyes week. Right. And when they come out, 2 days afterwards, funeral. And then 13 days Bhandara. See, 13 days Bhandara, right? Yeah. When the second night they had satsang, the fellow said, wrong, so you hang down, you go dead now. Are you stretching? He said, Babs, we can't do things in an easier way, boy. We can't do things in an easier way. Make me think. Feel sorry for this boy. Then COVID came with all these circumstances. So many families losing many members in 1 week, 2 weeks' time. How are we going to do this? 6 of them, you go do 60 fund Bhandara. 6, 13 days. By the time that finish, you there and all too. You see? And Hinduism allows for adaptation, time, place, and circumstances. So many of the Baba talk about Garu Puran, and I want to send out a message, a question. Tell me if Garu Puran talk about if somebody died in COVID, what you should do? What you should do? You see? You have to use discussion. Okay? So, I'm guiding you, and if you find the guidance not good, you can always fire me. Yeah? And guess somebody will guide you otherwise. But I do not believe in fooling you. What you do, I believe in it. I say if you want to do everything full, I say that's up to you. Full 13 days, go ahead. That's up to you. But understand why you're doing it. Okay? All right, so we're explaining to you. All right, so having said that, we don't want to keep it back too long. I plenty talk. Right, so as you go along, more questions you can always ask and so on. So we'll perform the final rites. While it's being done, anybody will sing bhajan and so on? Sing some bhajans in the meantime? Tej, and organize? All right. All right. What was her Asi name? Khushwattie self? Anybody knows?
That's all we know.
That's all. That's Khushwattie. Khushwattie. All right. Okay. Come here. All right, good. So just write, just sprinkle water right down. Om Adyamu Gotasya, Si Khushwattie Pretasya, Mritasani Shawimit, Si Snanam Mayadi Yonde, Tavu Patishtatam. All right. Look back. All right. Ring finger, just put a tika right here. Like Avijit, no? Yeah. Yeah. All right. Mala. The golden thing inside already, right? Pinda, everything? All right.
No, the Pinda is here.
Because we got a bigger house here. All right. Put on, you can just see Mala right here. No, open it. Yeah. All right. Perfume, sprinkle some perfume. Perfume, sprinkle. Just sprinkle, yeah, right here now, right here. All right. You put tulsi too, right? Put tulsi too? Yes. Right. Arti. Om. Yam dvari mahaghori andhina tamasavrita tattalukanarthaya deepo yamupatishtatam. Om Tat Sat. Right. First Pinda. Just press it on one side right here.
Huh?
Press it right here. Put it on. Om Tat Sat. Open your hands, oh. No, open here. So when I show the water, you open your thumb. And allow the water to fall so. Here. Right? On top here. Om Adamu Gutas here. To the Angelisti Maya Diante. That's out everything. That's it out. Right. Let me see the black tail. Give him some, right? You put the dolls right in, right? Throw it in the left hand, right? Now we put the 5 dolls inside here, right? Yeah. So where they are, you're gonna put a little bit because you don't have it here. You put a little bit of black tail on top.
Yeah.
Right? So, yeah, the first one here. Om Tat Sat, Pret Atma Shanti. Om, off right here. All right. Good. Next one, but underneath ham here, yeah. Om Tat Sat. Right? This one here. Some here, then some here. Some by where the navel will be, middle, yeah. Both here, so. And some a little lower down. Right, one please. Yeah, that's right. Sprinkle reverse. All right, good. Right, anybody else to do arati? Anything later come now, right? So you could wait one side for now. What to do arati, right? Dolly, you guide them now, right? Whatever they want to do, mala, no chandan, just mala, flowers, right? Just see the malam flowers now. Arti, yeah. Next person come, yeah. Sunil, you have anybody to do eulogy?
Yeah, one of my uncle and my sister. I think they just have about 3 of them.
Train them. All right.
I want to go see my token thing.
Oh,
I get jitters with them too.
yeah. All right.
I'm gonna organize it. But what was the purpose? I always thought like I go by the river. I know the part like pointing to feed the fish and everything.
That's different. That's feeling lower forms of creation. That's good.
So the shaving by the river is dirty, but
You have to shave the head. You can shave home.
you have to shave. You don't have to shave.
Cut your hair and it's a symbolic purification.
After that's somebody trim it.
Yeah.
And I'm good enough.
Yeah. Shave out, shave on the hair, the trim.
But I have to name my phone and something, so
Yeah.
I don't know. I said, I have 10 people around my token. I need 11 different things.
Correct.
And all them want to pressure me. I said, let me
Yeah.
go out to do.
Yeah.
I have an idea what to do.
That's the problem with Hinduism, boy. Yeah. The what? Whoever they appoint to do it can do it. Traditionally, the son that does it. But if that can't happen, anybody can do it. I said that. Anybody can do it. Yes?
That's what I play for today.
Well, can I cattle ni boy?
The thing is, I didn't want to call it.
Do coil.
I don't know I have transport already.
But this is what they expose you see. And not everybody would tell them this can't do. We have to break that kind of mindset easy. You follow?
People who don't even know. They don't
No,
follow.
no. Them,
And them want to tell you
yeah,
the same
yeah.
thing.
Yes, just leave it. Just leave them. Just leave them, don't tell them anything. You have to follow.
I see, but the token in my head said I had one time.
Tell them.
I did with my thing.
I just fed up for that.
Because when I'm shouting, never I said
Yeah.
this and that. No small things.
One time I do a wedding in a funeral in the creek. And a lady behind, pak. Me do it, I should do so. Man, I get back some hot man. I turn on and say, 1 minute, hoodie. How the lady? The fashion disappear. They want to tell the pandit what to do.
I have an idea about
Yeah.
It's like they're adding on other rooms.
Adding on, yeah, more and more stupidness.
So I wanted to find out, right? So after this, what is the next step after this?
Right, so this is why I told Tej, Ramsing, I said the family could decide. Now, if you want to do everything 5 days, you go the full 13 days, well, let me know. So,
No, the lady last week, before she do the surgery and thing, she said, in case anything happens, but you're frightened one day.
yeah.
You don't want no lengthy thing. You don't want us to stick around and keep most of that. Everybody come keep something simple and sweet and nice. Since you're nice, I say, I have to do that for you, but I don't know the process.
All right. So then this will guide you on, right? Yeah. In as simple as possible.
Yeah, because you don't want to linger. You don't want to linger.
Yeah.
You send one away.
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't want to see your daddy.
Yeah.
I have to do that for you. But what for the next process after this?
Shaving. There are one little rituals to do like when you come back.
So we have to go by a river for this?
For what?
For the shaving part?
Listen, part of the problem we have is that sometimes the extended family, we quite a few things we do at home. We tell them do it home. You are get no mahapat. You do it home by yourself. I tell you what to do.
We need a pundit for that?
No,
So what is exactly then what we doing?
just to get up and bathe, you offer water. You shave and then bathe, offer water, and you tell how much with rice. I give you the mantras.
Right, but it's good to have parties that have pundit kind of.
No, you have to do it. You have to do it.
No, like the mantra part. I go to the puja
Yeah,
part.
but the copy that I will give you it. The copy of the mantras, what I will say, I will give you that.
I say I'm doing that myself.
Yeah, you could do it yourself. And but the bhanda, I will have to come. Yeah.
But the shaving will take place, right?
Now, if you do it in the 5 days, like today, Sunday will be the shaving,
Right,
and Tuesday the bhanda, everything finished.
right. That just sisters and brothers make it in peace at time. I was next expecting them to come.
Yeah. Well, we have to watch and see if they will understand, agree with all this. Maybe 5 days and then.
Them and apparently she tell them too.
Okay.
So I could put me alone.
Yeah.
She tell them, this one is the closest sister. I didn't even want to call she and tell me.
All right. Yeah. You keep in. Yes. Anything? Yes. Feel free to call me.
I see, I just like same like this, like people to call me and love me.
Yeah. I understand. But if you any questions, but I will tell them what to be known. Yeah. She will tell all you. She knows exactly what we must do. Dolly. Yeah.
This morning, nobody come and tell me about you have to get red flower, you have to get yellow flowers. Everything come, only thing nobody question.
Nobody question.
Say right there.
One manzal in front here. Right. They have train them to say something now, and then we do close and so on. I said 3 and 3 people have to say something. Yeah. As soon as we could leave here, we leave in. You have to wait. You have to wait for. As soon as we go, the better boy. Yeah, this kind of sun.
Nice one. Why you go be nice and you
No. Going straight by the funeral. Yeah. The kind of, they are the Khushwattie something, right?
Yeah.
Right, okay.
One calcite there.
Right, good, nice. Ready?
You tell them how to put water first, isn't it?
I don't know anybody you know. Anybody do it, yeah. Yeah. No. Sunil? You married it?
Nice something.
No. No, only like I don't know the shoe water when they live in now. So we gotta get somebody to do it.
Could be calling from the crowd.
All right. No. If it's COVID, I want to leave it like that.
I just that normal people die with COVID. Is that total difference?
So why they put COVID for?
Because they were kids when you put it as COVID.
Mostly family knew the art ending, right? And afterwards, whoever put flowers, right? Do you use all the flowers yet, eh? Do you use all the flowers yet? No. Still, yeah. Yes, good. Yep. Yeah, Elsico government.
Yeah, I think one of them comes from Mocha.
All right.
was my friend.
Bina was your friend. On a higher class than we.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice to see you.
Good.
And I'm sure
His mother, brother. Oh, the
my
relation
mother was the
too.
biggest sister then.
Right. Yeah.
So it's a city family.
Big family.
Yeah.
Up here.
Grandmother is still here.
All right. All right. They'll fix this afterwards, right? You have a few things to get through again, right? Yeah. Okay. Bhajan finished? All right. Okay. Prita, who is doing whatever? The Eulogy, who's doing it? Right. And who again talking? Who? Tejam? All right. All right. All the rest of you can sit down, right? Yeah. All right. Bole Vrindavan, Sri Krishna Chandra ki jai. Now, ladies and gentlemen, we'll have at this point in time the presentation of the Eulogy, which will be done by Prita. So we crave your indulgence. Yeah. After we'll have a few words by Tejram. Tej, you seen a few words after? All right. All right. Prita, come here now. You can sit right there, sir. Right? Go ahead. Yeah.
Sitaram, and good morning to everyone. Khushwattie Reghubir Rekha was the eldest daughter of 10 kids that was born in the beautiful country of Guyana. She was always surrounded by her siblings. She was always surrounded by her siblings that consisted of 7 boys and 2 girls, as she would have quickly transitioned to the new matriarch of the family with the sudden death of her mother at a young age. at which she quickly adapted. After some time, she came for a visit to Trinidad, unknowingly that she was getting an arranged marriage to a man she never knew in a country of cultural differences. Fast forward 40 years of marriage, she was happy with Harrow. She became a successful businesswoman, and she also raised my 2 brothers and I and a healthy grandson. My mother was always a strong woman, no matter what challenges she faced. Her resilience was unmatched. She was the epitome of strength and selflessness. She was always very simple and humble. She was always there for me, and during COVID, I felt we even got closer as we spent more time together. I felt contented to know that we celebrated life every day with you, especially on special occasions like parties, birthdays, and your anniversary, as you thoroughly enjoyed them as I look back at all the pictures and moments we shared. We had so many fond memories. I always celebrated you as my queen. She enjoyed shopping for market goods, as this was a reflection of her childhood memory, as her siblings and her would have sold in the market. I felt fulfilled, as I can see she was content with the biggest smile stretching for the biggest crab gundy or her favorite Saijan. These past few days, Aidan and I enjoyed your company even more as we spent every day with you. After the untimely passing of your 2 brothers over the past 2 years, I can attest to your happiness and joy every time you played with Aditya. The laughs and giggles you both share would remain with me for the rest of my life. I hope I can be as compassionate as you have been when you have been wronged. You would always say, don't treat them badly, even though if they did that to you. You stood firmly for what you believed in, and we admire that about you. I would miss coming to ask you if my clothes look good, as I would always ask for your opinion, or to check up onto you to see if you made my favorite dishes. We would miss you curling with goat for everything, and buffing Ben for sharing out your zabukas. I see myself in you every day, and I know that you would continue to look down on us and take care of us. You have taught us many morals and values, and that family and prayer took precedent. Look through the crowd and observe the togetherness that you, Mom, would have ensured as you have lovingly molded each one of us. You touched the lives of so many, and as you were the mother to all of us. I thank God for the faith and strength that you have instilled in me. We will continue to always love you, and keep you deep in our thoughts and hearts. Until we meet again, Kush.
Page.
Most distinguished Guruji, all the Pandits, family, friends, well-wishers, as we have gathered here to celebrate the life of an individual who we all have known through different channels. I, as one of the brother, have known her since I could always remember. My next brother who passed away, Robo, and I and her was actually in a different group from the rest of the family. Robo and I never really liked her. She was like Preeta in a way. She was older and she was long. You can't go left, you can't go right, you're getting slapped. So we used to find ways to try to throw her off. But my brother, as you guys know, Robo, he was fat then, we used to call him Fat Boy. He couldn't run, so he used to take the licks to me. But she has been like that from the inception. I know her. My mom passed away at a very young age of 48. She took on the mantle of a mother, especially to my younger brothers and sisters. I was always rebellious, so she couldn't mother me too much. But she have displayed that, she has filled that gap very well in the absence of my mom. And we have had wonderful relationships over the year. In fact, this is where I first came to Trinidad. She was here. She was married to Harold. In fact, I came for the wedding of Bobby and Sandra. And here we are again after so many years. In Trinidad, she's living at the same spot. Well, she came and she performed her duty. I know her as in the capacity of that of a sister. She has done her duty well. I'm sure she has done very well as a daughter as well. When it comes to being a wife, Harold will tell you about that. And Preeta will talk about being a mom. And also in that of a society, many of you have known her in that case. So she pretty much do her duty to the best of her abilities, which many of us are very happy about. And now she must go to perform some other duties. And so I'm glad that you all have come here to wish her well, to offer prayer. And I know under Guruji guidance and Sunil, something following whatever he has to do, the journey will be pleasant. Thank you. Sitaram.
The mask is for the mic. The mic is for this.
Sitaram, everyone. My sister was my gem. She was more than a sister to all of us. And she will be dearly missed. The moment that you died, my heart was torn in two. One side filled with heartache, the other died with me. I often lie awake at night when the world is fast asleep and take a walk down the memory lane with tears upon my cheeks. Remember you is easy. I do it every single day. But missing you is a heartache that never goes away. I hold you tightly within my heart, and there you will remain until the joyous day arrive that we will meet again. Your life was such a blessing. Your memory is a treasure. You are loved beyond words and missed beyond measure. I wish I could see you one more time. Come walking through the door. But I know that is impossible. I will hear your voice. I will never hear your voice anymore. I know you could feel our tears, and you don't want us to cry. Yet my heart is broken because I cannot understand why someone so precious had to die. I pray that God give us the strength and somehow get us through as we struggle with the heartbreak that come when we lost you. You meant so much to all of us. You were special, that's no lie. You brighten up the darkest day and the cloudiest sky. Your smile alone warmed the heart. Your laugh walked with music to hear. I could give absolutely everything to have you well and standing near. Not a second pass when you are not in our mind. Your love will never forget. The hurt will ease in time. My tears I have seen and cried. You have all poured out like rain. I know that you are happy now and no more longer with us. So I wish you all the best, my sister, and take care.
All right. Okay. Thank you very much. Sunil, come. Give him back. Harold, you can stay right here, right? I say you can stay right here. You 40 years old married. And 40 years you get married now?
Yeah.
So in your own mind, you pray that if during the course of these 40 years, she did anything to cause you upset and whatever, you forgive her. You ask forgiveness also and go in peace. In your own mind, anyway. In your mind, pray. Tell him, yeah. Pray in your own mind, huh? Yeah. Mm-hmm. Go ahead. Yeah, quiet. You press pray, yeah. Mm-hmm. Give him flowers, yeah. When you finish, just tell me, no? You finish? Yeah, talk to her, yeah, when you finish. Just talk to her, no? Tell her, you let her go in peace, huh? All right. All right? All right. All right. Please all stand, ladies and gentlemen. We do our final pratna, but we proceed to conclude. Stage. All know Jai Jagadisha Hari. All listen, no?
Okay.
Yeah, get them. So we join together in the final pratna. Om Jai Jagadisha Hari. दुख हरता ठाकुर तुम मेरे, स्वामी ठाकुर तुम मेरे, अपने हाथ उठाओ, अपने हाथ उठाओ, द्वार पर तेरे, ओम जय जगदीश हरे। विषय विकार मिटाओ, पाप हरो देवा, स्वामी पाप हरो देवा। श्रद्धा भक्ति बढ़ाओ, श्रद्धा भक्ति बढ़ाओ, संतन की सेवा। ओम जय जगदीश हरे, ओम जय जगदीश हरे, स्वामी जय जगदीश हरे। भक्त जनों के संकट, दास जनों के संकट, क्षण में दूर करे। ओम जय जगदीश हरे, ओम जय जगदीश हरे, ओम जय जग, ओम अनादि निधिनो देवा शंख चक्र गदाधर अक्षय पुंडरीकाक्ष प्रेत मोक्ष प्रदो भव ओम कृष्ण कृष्ण कृपालु त्वं गतिनां गतिर्भव संसारार्थ मग्नानां प्रसीद पुरुषोत्तम वसुदेवं सुतं देवं कंसचानूरमर्दनं देवकी परमानंदं कृष्णं वंदे जगद्गुरुं आत्मा शांतिः आत्मा शांतिः आत्मा शांतिः। ॐ त्वमेव माता च पिता त्वमेव त्वमेव बन्धुश्च सखा त्वमेव त्वमेव विद्या द्रविणं त्वमेव त्वमेव सर्वं मम देवदेव। ॐ शान्तिः 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 हरि ओम। बोले वृंदावन श्री कृष्ण चंद्र की। Devotees, on behalf of the family, we say many thanks to all of you for having joined together with them in this final ceremony for baby. Blessings to all of you, and those of you who have not yet, you want to come and pay respects, you can do so. In 10 minutes, we'd like to leave. If that's okay with you. All right. Offer your flowers. Yeah.
Have you like? Paper? Is it recorded?
Yeah, in and out, yeah.
It's showing it. All right, the video.
We adapting to everything. We probably wearing all this long clothes all the time. That is how they come.
That is, they're careful because someone wouldn't want to wear clothes. Radha, you okay? Good. All right, okay. Yeah. Let Prita show it now. Let Prita show it, yeah. Yeah. In front of the house, right? Yeah. Before the body leave, right? You want, yeah. Sit down, sit down. How you passing to go? So you're going to go straight so?
Yeah.
Põe para baixo ou angles? Wherever is easier. I will pass you by N feet and go to Bagbali Savannah. Yeah. How you pass to come? So self?
Pass by Montu.
Okay.
Pass by the green shop.
Mm-hmm.
By the green shop, I'll get the Montu by Friday.
All right. When you go by the mountain, when you go straight across,
Yeah.
you gotta go up in front of Grand Bazaar.
Yeah, passing Grand Bazaar.
Come also. Yeah. I don't know what kind of traffic might have, you know. All right. Take this off now. Yeah.
I got in front.
Tell me when I reach Jebetano police, they call the cover and just see what you know. Right, so if you say I'm taking all the cover, I don't really.
right here.
All right, just give us a little seance by the weekend.
Just come along some put it here. Put your head here.
Let me go around.
Just sit on right here. Okay. So this was the outdoor right tonight. Om Yam Dwari Mahagoriam Hinaham Savita Katalukana Kayapuyam Patishtam Om Patishan Namandi. That's the right hand and the Om Sarachak Sugar Chukubadam Vidya Adam Armadam Pujivita Shanti. Just a Shanti for it. Go ahead. Just a Shanti for it. That's the door here. That one here. Pick it up. Put it on the left side. Let's put it on the left side. No, inside the clothes side. Right. And take this one. Bring that one. Right. So this is inside, right? This one only water. No, this one only. I'm going to go first, say, so Anjali stay, my Adi and this, I'm going to go sit down. Hold all the fingers on top like this. And you put it underneath the phone. It's just too far. Lift it in the ground and mash it up. Right hand, right? Keep it here. Keep it, no, here, right here. One side. Keep your fingers on top. Panchad Dosh Shanti. Ram Nam Shutti. Right. So we carry the clothes and everything, right? No. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah. Right. Alright, pick up. Balance it properly, right? No. That's it alone. Alright. Just balance it and take the whole thing inside. When they're leaving, sprinkle, like Belgium bush over now. Yeah. You put your fire here. Yeah. Can you pick up the clothes? Yeah. Yeah. That'll go in. No. You can do about it.
जय गोपाला जय नंद लाला जय जय श्री राधे गोविंदा मन भजले हरि का प्यारा नाम है श्री राधे गोविंदा मन भजले हरि का प्यारा नाम है गोपाला हरि का प्यारा नाम है नंद लाला हरि का प्यारा नाम है श्री राधे गोविंदा मन भजले हरि का प्यारा नाम है मोर मुकुट सिर गल बनमाला केसर तिलक लगाए केसर तिलक लगाए मोर मुकुट सिर गल बनमाला केसर तिलक लगाए केसर तिलक लगाए वृंदावन की पुण्य कली सबको नाच जाए ओह सबको नाच जाए राधे गोविंदा मन भजले हरि का प्यारा नाम है तो आया हरि का प्यारा नाम है नंदलाला हरि का प्यारा नाम है राधे गोविंदा मन भजले हरि का प्यारा नाम है जय नंदलाला जय गोपाला जय नंदलाला जय गोपाला यमुना किनारे प्रेम करारे माधव मदन मुरारी माधव मदन मुरारी मधुर मुरैया जभी बजाए हर में सुध बुधारी ओह हर में सुध बुधारी श्री राधे गोविंदा मन भजले हरि का प्यारा नाम है गोपाला हरि का प्यारा नाम है नंदलाला हरि का प्यारा नाम है श्री राधे गोविंदा मन भजले हरि का प्यारा नाम है
University boys. Taken out right? He'll come in inside, right? Yeah.
I come with
You get a job?
shelter.
Thank you.
गोपाला हरि का प्यारा नाम है नंदलाला हरि का प्यारा नाम है राधे गोविंदा मन भजले हरि का प्यारा नाम है जय नंदलाला जय गोपाला जय नंदलाला जय गोपाला
Sunil. Water. Yeah. Umadmugutasya Sri Khushwattie Pretasya Matasani Shaunmit Snanam Mayadiyande Tavupatishtatam. Right. Arti. Keep your hand low down, right? Om Yam Dvari Mahaghuri Andhena Tamasavrata Tattva Lokanarthaya Deepuyam Upatishtatam. Om Tat Sat. Put it down. Yeah. Just your right hand on the ground. Yeah, we'll light it back, yeah. Take the match and light it back. Just your hand on the ground. Om Sada Chakshu Gach tu Vatam Atmadam Sa Gach Prithvi Cha Dharmana Apo Va Gach Hi Tatra तहितं औषधीषु प्रतिष्ठा शरीराय Panchatattva Shanti. Bow. Alright, pick up that Pinda from there. The ball. Right, that one, yeah. Break it into 4 pieces. Leave the leaf. Yeah. Just hold it in the hand, break 4 pieces, yeah. Alright. Pick them up, pick them up. Off on the eastern side, Prachai Namaha. Throw one there, throw one there, yeah, throw it. One behind the back, so Pratisha Namaha. Throw it, yeah. Om Udisha Namaha. Long south, Avachai Namaha. Right, take this one. Om Adyamugo Tasya. Say Khushwattie Reghubir Rekha Namit. Eshat Pindu Mayadi and Dito Patishtatam. Put it right here. Same thing, open in the water, right? Om Adyamugo Tasya. Say Khushwattie Reghubir to Angelis Mayadi and De Tabu Patishtatam. Remember you do, right? Panchak Dosh Shanti. Ram Nam Satya Hai. Pick up the cloth and everything, right? Feet in front. Right? All face that way. Face so. The feet on that side. Right, so we're going so. Carefully. Yeah. Right.
Ready? 2, 3.
Right. Come this way, yeah. Go through again. Yeah. Yeah. Put your head here. Put your head here. Yeah. All right. Okay. Same thing, Sunil. Om Adyamugo Tasya. Sri Khushwattie Reghubir. Mritsanisha Mritsnanam Mayadi Yande Tavu Patishtatam. All right. Take that. Om Adyamugo Tasya, Sri Khushwattie Reghubir, Mritasani Shaunimit, Deepam Mayadi Yantita Upatishtatam, Yam Dwari Mahaghori Andhina Tamasabrata, Tatalokanarthaya Deepoyam Upatishtatam. Om Sada Chakshu Gachatu, Bhatam Admadam Cha Gach Prithvisha Dharmana, Apova Gachahi Tatritahitam Aushadishu Pratitishta Sharirai, Panchatattva Shanti. Pinda. Take it up again. You break it into 4 pieces. East, west, north and south. Om Prachai Namaha, Pratichai Namaha, Udishai Namaha, Avachai Namaha. Name this one. Om Adyamugo Tasya, Sri Khushwattie Reghubir Visant Tau Bhut Namna Nimit, Rudra Devato Eshate Pindu Maya Diyati Tavatishtatam. Om Tat Sat Adyamugo Tasya, Sri Khushwattie Reghubir Toyanjalisti Mayadi Yande Tavu Patishtatam. All right, hit him. Om Panchak Dosh Shanti. Ram Nam Satya Hai. Pick up again. Let's go feet in front. Feet always in front. Feet always in front. Yeah. Om Adyamugo Tasya, Sri Khushwattie Reghubir Pritatu Nivaranartham. Om Tat Sat Se Mritsthani Shaunvitsnanam Mayadi Yande Tavu Patishtatam. Leave this here. Gotta come down lower on here. Mind your hand, right?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
In front here. So, right. Om Yam Dvari Mahaghori. Om Yam Dvari Mahaghori Andhena Tamasavrata Tattalokanarthaya Deepo Yamupatishtatam. Om Tat Sat. Ashadam. Om Sarva Chakshu Gachatu Vatam Atmadam Cha Gach Prithvicha Dharmana Apova Gachahi Tatrite Hitang Aushadhishu Praditishta Sharirai Panchatattva Shanti. Wow. Kalsa. Panchak Shanti. Ram Nam Satya Hai. We're going to feel by the head. Right? Pick up. We're going to feel in front here. Feet in front as usual. Yeah. Sorry, I walk now.
That's all.
Heat here. Careful with the heat here. Come this way. All right. No, just facility going right here at free time. All right. Dolly. All right. So sprinkling again. Om Adyamugo Tasya. Si Khushwattie Pretasya. Mritasani Shavimit Snanam Mayadi Yande. Tavupadishtatam. Sit down. So you do the arti. Om. Adyamugutasya Sri Khushwattie Pretasya Mritasani Shavnivit Deepam Mayadi Andita Upatishtatam Yam Dvari Mahaghori Andhena Tamasavrata Tattalokanarthaya Deepam Upatishtatam Om Sarva Chakshu Gachatu Vatam Atmadam Chagach Prithvicha Dharmana Apova Yahi Tatrate Hitang Aushadhishu Praditishta Sharirai Panchatattva Shanti. Pick up the Pinda. Break it in 4 pieces again. East, west, north and south. Om Prachai Namaha, Pratichai Namaha, Om Udichai Namaha, Om Avachai Namaha. Take that next one. Om Yadamugotasya, this. Yeah. See, Khushwattie Pretasya Shavhasya Sadhak Nimit, Eshate Pindum Mayadi Ande, Tavupatishtatam. Om Adyamugotasya. See, Khushwattie Pretasya Tuyanjalisti Mayadi Yande Tavupatishtatam. Right. Hit it. Panchak Dosh Shanti. Right. Now only 2 pindars to remain if you go with everything else. Huh?
2 pindar remain?
Yeah, we are going to that. Right. Yeah, correct. Right.
Open it.
Come back a little bit. Yeah. But the
hot in the back.
Yeah.
The heat in the
All right.
It's all right. As long as I got
I'll block you from the heat in the back here. You block from the heat on top.
that's okay. That's all right.
Heat on top.
अच्युतं केशवं कृष्णदामोदरम् अच्युतं केशवं कृष्णदामोदरं रामनारायणं जानकीवल्लभं रामनारायणं जानकीवल्लभम्
अच्युतं केशवं कृष्णदामोदरं रामनारायणं जानकीवल्लभम्
कौन भगवान आते नहीं?
कौन कहते हैं भगवान आते नहीं?
तुम मीरा के जैसे बुलाते नहीं?
अच्युतं केशवं कृष्ण दामोदरं रामनारायणं जानकी वल्लभम्।
कौन कहते हैं भगवान खाते नहीं?
कौन कहते हैं भगवान खाते नहीं?
बेर शबरी के जैसे खिलाते नहीं?
अच्युतं केशवं कृष्ण दामोदरं रामनारायणं जानकी वल्लभम्।
कौन कहते हैं भगवान सोते नहीं?
कौन कहते हैं भगवान सोते नहीं?
माँ यशोदा के जैसे सुलाते नहीं?
अच्युतं केशवं कृष्ण दामोदरं रामनारायणं जानकी वल्लभम्।
कौन कहते हैं भगवान नाचते नहीं?
कौन कहते हैं भगवान नाचते नहीं?
गोपियों की तरह तुम नचाते नहीं?
अच्युतं केशवं कृष्ण दामोदरं रामनारायणं जानकी वल्लभम्।
नाम जपते चलो काम करते चलो?
नाम जपते चलो काम करते चलो?
हर समय कृष्ण का ध्यान करते चलो?
अच्युतं केशवं कृष्ण दामोदरं रामनारायणं जानकी वल्लभम्।
याद आएगी उनको कभी ना कभी?
याद आएगी उनको कभी ना कभी?
कृष्ण दर्शन तो देंगे कभी ना कभी? अच्युतं केशवं कृष्ण दामोदरं रामनारायणं जानकी वल्लभम्। अच्युतं केशवं कृष्ण दामोदरम् अच्युतं केशवं कृष्ण दामोदरं रामनारायणं जानकी वल्लभं रामनारायणं जानकी वल्लभम्।
अच्युतं केशवं कृष्ण दामोदरं रामनारायणं जानकी वल्लभम्।
कौन कहते हैं भगवान आते नहीं?
कौन कहते हैं भगवान आते नहीं?
तुम मीरा के जैसे बुलाते नहीं?
अच्युतं केशवं कृष्ण दामोदरं रामनारायणं जानकी वल्लभम्।
कौन कहते हैं भगवान खाते नहीं?
कौन कहते हैं भगवान खाते नहीं?
बेर शबरी के जैसे खिलाते नहीं?
अच्युतं केशवं कृष्ण दामोदरं रामनारायणं जानकी
कहते हैं भगवान सोते नहीं।
कौन कहते हैं भगवान सोते नहीं।
माँ यशोदा के जैसे सुलाते नहीं।
अच्युतं केशवं कृष्ण दामोदरं रामनारायणं जानकी वल्लभम्।
कौन कहते हैं भगवान नाचते नहीं।
कौन कहते हैं भगवान नाचते नहीं।
गोपियों की तरह तुम नचाते नहीं।
अच्युतं केशवं कृष्ण दामोदरं रामनारायणं जानकी।
Yeah. Maybe took the weight off first?
Yeah.
Okay.
As soon as you have one man, we go move it, of course.
That's okay.
Well,
The masses, do you have masses? Yeah. Well, you have a chance to practice, Sani? Spoon. Yeah.
just loose it, I don't move it yet.
All right. Okay, just you okay there, right? Face out. Just going almost on face out. All right. Look at the fire. Say Om. Kravyad. With a little water. Yeah. Say Om. Kravyad. Agnaye. Namaha. Hold on, wait there. Om Kravyad Agnaye Namaha. All right. So when I say Swaha, you offer right on top. It's about 3-4 times.
Okay.
So when 5 more times, I'll tell you. Om Lomabhyah Swaha. Om Tvache Swaha. Om Lohitaya Swaha. Om Medubhyah Swaha. Masibhyah Swaha. Snanubhyah Swaha. Astibhyah Swaha. Om Majjabhyah Swaha. Om Retase Swaha. Om Payave Swaha. Om watch. Put it like that, like you open, right? Om Ayasaya Swaha. Om Prayasaya Swaha. Om Sanyasaya Swaha. Om Vyasaya Swaha. Om Udyasaya Swaha. Om Shuche Swaha. Om Shuchate Swaha. Om Shuchamanaya Swaha. Om Shokaya Swaha. Om Tapase Swaha. Om Tapyate Swaha. Om Tapyamanaya Swaha. Om Taptaya Swaha. Dharma Nishkritya Swaha. Prayaschitya Swaha. Bheshajaya Swaha. Yamaya Swaha. Antakaya Swaha. Yeah, 5 times again. Yeah. Mrityave Namaha Swaha. Brahmane Swaha. Brahmatyaya Swaha. Vishwebhyo Devibhyo Swaha. All right, just offer one and leave back a little bit. I'll go 5 again, right? Om Dhyava Prithibhyang Swaha. Right, so because every time we cremate and panchak, we have to do 5 special offerings, right? Just hold it right there. Om Amuk Gotasya, Amuk Pretasya, Dhanishtari Panchak Janyam, Duramaran Adi, Vansharishta, Nivarnartham Panchak Nidhanam Karishyati. Om Bhu Preta Vahadaya, Panchakadhishtatar Agachantu. 5 times again, right? Om Preta Vahaya Swaha. Om Preta Sankhya Swaha. Om Preta Paya Swaha. Om Preta Bhumi Paya Swaha. Offer up all now. Om Preta Hartre Swaha. Offer up all. Pick up as much as you can. Yeah, empty it out. Wash your hands. In thali. Here come. Put in thali. Wash your hands inside here. Give them a little parcel back, yeah. Open your hand. Give them it. Give them it, yeah. Open your hand. When I show you water, passing the water around the fire, offer it one side here. 3 times, right? Om Kravyad Agnaye Namaha. One side. Just show it right here, right? Again. Om Kravyad Agnaye Namaha. Om Kravyad Agnaye Namaha. All right, bow to the fire. You can dry your hand if you want to. Yeah. All right, you can move out the
The 4 guys in the 4 ends.
yeah.
Let me go in with the tent over there. You ready? Lift. 2, 3.
Lift over, right? Yeah.
Hey, be careful, huh? Lift up the higher the back there.
Right. All right, light up. Yeah. All right, so Sunil taking stick one at a time, right? Hold it. Light it in the fire, eh? Light it in the fire. Yeah. And you just keep it pointing toward the chitta, one side so now. You're going right around. Right? Let it catch up good. Let it catch good, yeah.
Closer to the fire. Yeah, keep it away from here. Like when you're walking.
Just point it towards one anyway, so so yeah. So it went out. Right, go ahead. Go on. Right. Om Kritva Sudushkritam Karma Janata Vapya Janata Mrityu Kala Vasham Prapya Narang Panchavamagataha. Om Tat Sat. Yeah, keep pointing to the fire so it won't fall in front of you now. Light the camphor by the mouth right here. Yeah. Let's light the fire. Light it already. Touch by the mouth. Light it. Say Mata Dagdha. Light it. Right? Put it on the right side. Push it on the right side. Right, take the next one and go. Yeah. Same way. Om Dharma Dharma Samayuktam Lubha Moha Samavritam Dehe Yang Sarvagatrani Dibyan Lokan Sagachatu. Om Tat Sat. You touch it again by the mouth. Mata Dagdha. And send it on the left side. Take the next one and go ahead. You touch it again by the mouth, send it down the middle. Mata Dagdha. Down the middle. Right, send it down the middle. Send it down. Anyway. Right, take the next one and go ahead. Om Dharma Dharma Samayuktam Lubha Moha Samavritam Dehe Yang Sarvagatrani Dibyan Lokan Sagachatu. Touch it again. Mata Dagdha. Send it anywhere inside. So yeah, all you're touching right here. And then we down inside. Mata Dagdha. Right, as you go with this last one, touch the corners. Touch the corners as you go. Go ahead. Yeah, from right here. Yes. Just touch the corner and go ahead, yeah. Right. So put it again inside there. Touch the mouth. Same place. Mata Dagdha. Touch it again. Send it down inside. Right. Come back here now. Right. Come back. Okay. Face out. Alright. So you have done your part. You have offered the body to the flames at the final Havan. So we just pray that that soul will continue. Soul is part and parcel of divinity. It will continue this journey. For a few minutes, join your hands together. You concentrate and pray. Mother is only one. And Mother God will is the best of all. Yeah. So give thanks for her. Om Avasaja Punaragni Pitribhyo Yasta Ahutarasharati Swadhabhihi Ayur Vasan Upavetu Seshaha Gachatang Tanva Jata Vedaha Om Tatsat Om Adyamugutasya Se Anadhinidhinu Deva Shankha Chakra Gadadhara Akshay Pundri Kaksha Preta Moksha Pradobhava Om Tatsat Namah Sharvaya Shantaya Shambhave Shambhave Namah Vidyeshwar Namastubhyam Bhuteshwar Namastute Bhau Namah Shivaya Bole Shri Umapati Mahadev Ki Jai. You go I'm finished up before the smoke. Yeah, come Sunil. Yeah. To say hum yet. Yeah. Right. Come. Stand up here facing south. Yeah. Yeah. You put them both hands like this, and you're allowing the water to fall from here, on top here. Open both hands side by side. So just have to open here, so kalaka a palmful, and offer it. 5 times, right? Throw it out, open it, right, 5 times. Om Adyamo Gotasya, Se Khushwattie Reghubir Rekha, Toyanjalisti Maya Diyandi, Tavu Patishtatam. 3. 4. All right, so just keep offering, let it fall out. Hold it right here. Open your hand. All right, let it fall. Adisho. Yeah. Om Adyamo Gotasya, Se Khushwattie Reghubir Rekha, Toyanjalisti Maya Diyandi, Tavu Patishtatam. Shake out everything here. Om Tat Sat. Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Very good. That's out the hand, Sundar. Okay. So one final prayer to conclude. We want to concentrate on Bhagavan Sri Krishna. So you just join your hands, you concentrate, you visualize Bhagavan Sri Krishna, you offer thanks for the life. You know, we do pass through this way twice, only one time. So she came, she has gone, you're going to come back in the world, but not in the same way. No moment comes back, none. That's why we say time, opportunity, wait on no man. So we make the best use of every opportunity we have because it doesn't come back. Yeah? So mommy not going to come back at all. You have to live with memories now, only memories. Life is about memories, what are you going to do? Yeah? But you give thanks for her life, and may she continue her journey. Okay? Om Anadi Nidhino Deva Shankha Chakra Gadadhara Akshay Pundari Kaksha Preta Moksha Prado Bhava Om Narayan Surasesha Lakshmi Kantang Janardana Anena Tarpaneran Artham Preta Moksha Prado Bhava Krishna Krishna Kripalutam Gatinangatir Bhava Sangsararna Magnanang Prasida Purushottama Vasudevam Sutam Devam Kanshachanur Mardanam Devaki Paramanandam Krishnam Bande Jagadgurum Om Tat Sat Atma Shantihi Atma Shanti, Atma Shanti. Holy Vrindavan, Sri Krishna Chandra ki. Loose this out. Just hold him, pull it. One hand hold here. And pull with this one. Pull it. You go loose out. Pull it hard. Alright, and pull it out from the gong. Leave it there. Take off the ring. Loose it and leave it there. All right, so you want to take back your mic? Yeah. All right, now, Dolly, come. So, over here, hey, Dolly, come. Want to discuss what you're going to do? What all you want to do, right? If you do in 5 days, someone finish everything. Yeah. Dolly, what's your situation? Tuesday, say, you have Bandara somewhere?
Yeah. So I will go and organize that. I'll go Friday, Monday evening, do what I could do, and then Tuesday morning early I will go this way to where it held.
You'll be there?
Yeah.
Very good. Alright, so now follow the procedure. All to remain for long until you know who to go now. When you go back home, sometimes they'll give you sugar water to drink. It's hard, if you organize that, there are reasons for that. But normally, when people feel depressed, something sweet, right? It's not really necessary. It's up to all you. Huh?
I tell Santi put some season and water.
Yeah. I say long time people just complete solution from with the sugar water in bottle. The alcohol. Alright, so tomorrow morning, when I come back in, you know what to do? No, you do not them nothing. From a lot of milk, a lot of water. Start, not side vibration to the horn, open a lot of water. But milk first, then open the water. Look for bones and you want to do all that. I don't idea do all that. So, yes. Yeah, but have problems in here. That will be very hot.
By tomorrow? By tomorrow that will be after?
Still, in the morning, yeah, go in there. I will have chocolate thing, so you can bring it if you want. Right? So, you get some of them have like a kind of barrel, like a barrel. Yes, you keep it in one.
And I know this collecting, right?
No.
I'd rather pick up no bone and then
Don't do them kind of thing.
Offer milk and all that. Offer the milk and
Offer the milk first, then offer the water. And you
I'm
put.
going to look at it.
Then you put. Alright, so after you finish all that.
Night and
yeah. Right. Then you go back home. You do it from front to first. That's what you do here. And also in water. You put some black tail, white rice. You put oil in a bucket of water. Cover to the sun first. And then pull south. For the Modernizing water. Right? When you go back home, after it. In the evening time, do mohi. Tomorrow evening, do mohi. They making them kick fish. Right? The Eulogy. And put some outside. Like the deer, put some milk. One plate. They're very subscribed. So somewhere must say, you have to eat some. Tell them make a mistake. Okay? You have to eat now. Like the fish eat. Okay?
That's 45 and one plate.
One share. One share, nothing. One share. Per day. And tomorrow done. Right? Sunday morning. You get up. You start to do anything, whatever you want to do. Take the fish.
Yeah, that's good.
Drive or whatever you want to do.
I am what I do.
When you finish that, you offer water. Right? And that, yeah. So, you tell Caesar to call me. I think I have a number. For our WhatsApp, or WhatsApp, what do you call it? What do you number is? My number? Whoever, the WhatsApp number. So you have to So what happened, I was giving you to send you one first to you. To use for somebody. Whatever it is, I mean, if you will WhatsApp it. Okay. Right? So this mantra you will take all of what you see. The mantra, after you open the water store, you try, bracket, sugar, you put some of that, and you have it. And you just take out some sweet rice, if they cook food and then they go throw food and take outside. You will get some ganga jar. And put it in your whole house.
Yes, definitely put it.
Right? It should be ganga jar. So take a little bit, do all of it. So a little bit in a bottle. And put it in the whole thing. That's the purify the house. No, you fire. You make it a fire. Yeah. No, well, I will give you, but in the part you will do, okay? You want to do that? Monday, you offer water. Don't use no light. Keep it going. Okay? All right, hello. I'll see you Tuesday.
So this is Bandara. Tuesday, Bandara. You can do it. Do one time Sunday. Remember right way? Otherwise you gotta walk back. Okay. You take it across over there?
Yeah, go up over the ramp.
Yeah.
Down the ramp and then to the bumper down there.
Set that some gas or water. We're done.
Yeah. Keep up a couple of layers. Does it have room? Let's sweep up right around.
All right.
Before they go, we take some water.
You can have it in the car.
Yeah, before they go.
Yeah.
No, they are going no.
No, we're going
go, but we're gonna wait.
नाम जपते चलो काम करते चलो
नाम जपते चलो काम करते चलो
हर समय कृष्ण का ध्यान करते चलो
अच्युतं केशवं कृष्ण दामोदरं रामनारायणं जानकी वल्लभम्
याद आएगी उनको कभी ना कभी
याद आएगी उनको कभी ना कभी
कृष्ण दर्शन तो देंगे कभी ना कभी अच्युतं केशवं कृष्ण दामोदरं रामनारायणं जानकी वल्लभम् अच्युतं केशवं कृष्ण दामोदरम् अच्युतं केशवं कृष्ण दामोदरं रामनारायणं जानकी वल्लभं रामनारायणं जानकी वल्लभम्
अच्युतं केशवं कृष्ण दामोदरं रामनारायणं जानकी वल्लभम्
कौन कहते हैं भगवान आते नहीं
कौन कहते हैं भगवान आते नहीं
तुम मीरा के जैसे बुलाते नहीं
अच्युतं केशवं कृष्ण दामोदरं रामनारायणं जानकी वल्लभम्
कौन कहते हैं भगवान खाते नहीं
कौन कहते हैं भगवान खाते नहीं
बेर शबरी के जैसे खिलाते नहीं
अच्युतं केशवं कृष्ण दामोदरं रामनारायणं जानकी वल्लभम्
कौन कहते हैं भगवान सोते नहीं
कौन कहते हैं भगवान सोते नहीं
माँ यशोदा के जैसे सुलाते नहीं
अच्युतं केशवं कृष्ण दामोदरं रामनारायणं जानकी वल्लभम्
कौन कहते हैं भगवान
Boodoo's Funeral Home, a leader in the funeral industry for over 25 years, is now at number 2 Southern Main Road, Cunupia. At Boodoo's, you are assured quality service and affordable funeral packages so that your loved ones get the send-off they deserve. Boodoo's can ship and receive worldwide. When the inevitable occurs, you can rely on Boodoo's Funeral Home, funeral directors and embalmers. Now at number 2 Southern Main Road, Cunupia. 24-hour service available. Phone 370-8036. Boodoo's Funeral Home, a leader in the funeral industry. Boodoo's Funeral Home, a leader in the funeral industry for over 25 years, is now at number 2 Southern Main Road, Cunupia. At Boodoo's, you are assured quality service and affordable funeral packages so that your loved ones get the send-off they deserve. Boodoo's can ship and receive worldwide. When the inevitable occurs, you can rely on Boodoo's Funeral Home, funeral directors and embalmers. Now at number 2 Southern Main Road, Cunupia. 24-hour service available. Phone 370-8036. Boodoo's Funeral Home, a leader in the funeral industry. Boodoo's Funeral Home, a leader in the funeral industry for over 25 years.